Okay, then we come after the check to the coolant. That is a very. So your mechanic must test and check your cooling system, pressurize it, check for leaks, check every single component of your cooling system. If you've not done our upgrade, send your vehicle actually tell you, can check and let you know if you need to have any system upgraded, if there's like a crack or if there's any problem with your cooling system. Now, this is very important for Land Rovers and Range Rovers. Like we always say, that's the Achilles heel of the Range Rover. From 2010, thereabouts. Even for the older ones, yes, they are less temperamental. These are workhorses. They are solid, but the same thing applies. Check your cooling system. The 3 points I always give when it comes to your expansion tank. Remember, we had I talk about the expansion tank. Let me have an expansion tank, please. Expansion tank. So let me just briefly go through that again. The three you have to check. Make sure this is important. This is what, in fact, this is the 90% of the reason your vehicle might get stuck on the road is the fact that you did not follow the telltales from your coolant, your cooling system and your expansion tank. If you ever have any problem with coolant level low of that trip, if you've not sorted it, if you've not traced the cause of the leak. Now, this is your expansion tank. It's there in your bay. And remember, the first thing we said that your coolant must be at the max line. Okay? It must be here. So check it ceremoniously. Now, if it's too low, or if you keep on topping it up, means the coolant is going somewhere. There's a coolant was either seeping out of a component, or it's going into your oil system, or it's going into your transmission system. That's catastrophic. If it's not healthy pink, that means there's something wrong somewhere. That means either someone or you or someone has been filling it with regular water. That's a telltale. If it's brownish or looks like it has some dirty stuff in it, means that it's oil or transmission fluid coming into your expansion tank. All that, though they are all telltales, So make sure if you notice anything that is from the usual fresh pink, longish, I call it the long look, changes of that fresh pink. Okay, so from very fresh pink colored drums to any other color, be worried. If you can't see the pink, if you can't see it, you can't see that. If you just nudge it a little bit, you'll see the coolant shake. If you can't see it, there's a problem. If it's too much, if you get somewhere here, there's a problem. If the color is different, there is a problem. So we'll call it the 3 pointers. Too much coolant, too little coolant, or color change. 3 pointers. Make sure you check it while you do that regular drive. If anything goes wrong with that, don't hesitate, don't even think about it. Don't hit the road. Take it to your mechanic, let them check it out and have the coolant system fixed. Then finally, for this week, the check you need to do next will be your transmission. The first check, your expansion tank will let you know if there's a problem with the transmission cooler, which is basically for the ZF transmissions you find in these vehicles, ZF 6HP26 and the HP70 45X, they are fantastic. But then again, it comes with a warranty that says it's fill for life, which means till you sell your car, your transmission should work. Maybe that life, I'm not sure what that life is. I've never thought about that. That fill for life is maybe the life as long as you own the vehicle till it breaks out, transmission is low. But it is not fill for life. If your vehicle is above 100,000 miles, which is 160,000 kilometers, and you've not done your transmission fluid change, make sure you do. If you got it that way, try and see if you can run a Carfax or if you can get to the dealership to know if that's been done. If it's not been done, please do that. And while you do that, just take that time to change the transmission cooler. And that is it. You're set for another life. And the lifespan thereabout is about 100,000. 100,000 miles, 160,000 kilometers lifespan between the three change of checks. Make sure you have your transmission change checked and the oil change if it's not being. If you drive it that way, so you have problems on the road, how you need to check your custom papers. If you're buying a Range Rover this December, this is the time to reach us. We're going to showcase a lot of we've approved to hit the road. And if you're out of the country, you want us to get the Range Rover for you, this is the time to get it. And guys, have a problem with their servers, so there's a backlog on parts. If you are going to order for your parts, make sure you order them now because the wait is a little bit tight. I'm not talking about the service, but crucial parts. So quickly, I take the questions for today. The news, new engine from the 2018 V8 Supercharged. Right now, we do not have for the Supercharged V6 V8 engines. We're out of stock, no stock. So we're actually pre-ordering. And the quickest time you can get it here is 45 days. So if we're looking at this month, and you did this, I don't know if you're traveling with your vehicle, we're talking about long trips for this session today. If you're traveling with this vehicle and need a new engine, this is the last week we can book you in. This is the last week. And reach us again, or I'll send you the price list for the 2018 V8 Super, and we'll take it from there. From this week, because tickets can get it in 45 days, and that's bad freight, and that's it. 60 days takes a lot of time, and about 3 weeks in between to fit and test. Valentine from Abuja. I want a Range Rover of 10 million between 2014 to 2017. Valentine. Valentine, if you want to take a Range Rover, like 10 million, like between 2014 and 2017 on the trip, you're going to take the entire Range Rover Doctor team with you inside that vehicle on that trip. That's not possible by 2014 to 2017, Valentine, that you're going to use a piece that's ready to hit the road. It's a no. I'm not even sure you can get a clean 2008 Range Rover Sport for 10 million. That's in fact, that cannot even get into the country because of the importation age. So it's not possible. That's not possible. So I'm sure you're talking about Nigerian youth here. Valentine, that's across, not possible. Mr. A. Bank O. Lemon. I have oil in my radiator system. It's a 2015 autobiography. Maybe I'm going to send you a link of transmissions. I won't talk about transmissions, the presentation about transmissions. And it's a good thing, maybe, because for you to know you have oil in your radiator means you've actually looked in your expansion tank and the mechanic has told you about the expansion tank, the oil there. So if you have oil, it depends on the oil. It can be transmission oil, engine oil. So your system needs a full flush. Hopefully there's no damage, and you need to change your heat exchange, the coolers. So it depends if it's the transmission or the engine oil cooler. But as a rule of thumb, we actually just change when it happens to have peace, because there are small crevices like that your gum, those your thick oil can just settle in, and once it cools down, it forms a thicker gum, and that might affect the free flow of water and oil. So maybe that's what you do. You can reach us more, or no, we'll reach you more, let you know what to do if it's in Lagos, what to do if you're outside Lagos, what to do. And BR Bain, bro. Brother Ben, I don't know BR Bain. I know that's Bro Bennett. You have a roof leak. You have water on your carpet. It's an L405. We also talked about that last time. So, BR Bain, your roof has this problem with ingress on the L405. We talked about it. We talked about not packing it for too long. We talked about also having your roof line checked, because the drainage here that's actually steel and there's a pipe connected to it, and it's not aluminum as with the other part of the car, and there's this rust that goes on between the plastic junction between the drainage and the steel, and when that happens, it seeps into your car. So we need to have it checked and fixed. If it's very bad, we change the roof rail. If it's not bad, we do a fix. So do not drive it. You need to do a scan. You need to know if it's electronics that we discussed. And once again, watch out for our Instagram